Welcome back to the channel, guys. Splintwig's back with another video. This time we're going over Battlefield 2042 beta, and unfortunately, as you can see, I got Battlefield 5 going in the background because right out of the gate, I got a couple nights in, I was warming up, adjusting my settings, trying to get everything honed in so that I could get a couple gameplays for this video, and unfortunately, when the beta went fully open, for whatever reason, whatever they changed, it will not work on my PC.
Oh, that should have been a double kill.
I'll link it in the top corner here. My PC is a good PC if you want to go watch that video. It ranked like an 89% at the time on the benchmark test. It's a really good PC with a 5700 XT, which still is way up there with, as far as graphics cards, and it will not run. And I reached out on social media. Let me know below if you've gotten a DirectX GPU error. If you can help me out, that'd be great. But neither DICE or EA have helped out or gotten back to me, and I've even uninstalled, reinstalled. Nothing will fix it. But anyway, I'm going to get to the good stuff at the end, right out of the gate. Let's go over all the bad, because other than the couple people that are really, really diehard, YouTubers have done some of the good, but the vast majority of the community and vast majority of everyone's videos is this is not a good beta.
It just has to be because this gun's not.
And right out of the gate, it's the aiming. It's something weird with the aiming. I love the way Battlefield 5 feels. I like Battlefield 5, but something in the 2042 beta, the aiming just feels off and clunky, and especially with the sniper rifles, guys, it feels very bad, clunky, and it doesn't feel like your bullets are going where you're aiming. And then on top of that, the hit detection is horrible, and the hit registration is not good whatsoever, and it doesn't even feel like things are lining up and shots are going where they're supposed to. And that is very worrisome, because that's something that usually the betas haven't had in the past. But anyway, to get into something else that's very worrisome to me is, yet again, we have lag and major frames per second drops. Anyway, wait, real quick, back to the aiming. Apparently, even when I was playing on PC, PC and current gen consoles have not reported too bad of aiming issues, but apparently PS4 and Xbox are really having struggles with this too, by the way. So let me know on that below what you feel with that. Anyway, back to the lag and frames per second issues. The reason that not only is a PC as good as mine only running 70 frames per second, and watching some other streamers, I'm watching them stream this game, guys with 3080s and 3090s getting like 85 to 95 frames is not good, and they're having lag drops and stutters where they'll turn the corner to engage something, and if there's too much going on at that very second in the game, they end up getting a couple hard stutters and dropping down to very bad frame rates.
Yeah, that's on the picture.
It is brutal, and the reason that's a big issue is that the last two Battlefields, when they dropped, we had lag and frames per second drop issues for months. I mean, upwards of 4, 5, and 6 months with some of these last couple Battlefields, causing big issues where guys are built. It's just, unfortunately, this isn't the old days where you could kind of get away with having issues like this at drop, and that's the biggest thing with gaming in general right now, is games are dropping and being so incomplete and so bad that it just feels strange to be getting games that we buy that are in this bad of a state. Now let's get into some of the gameplay issues that are problems. I'll get into some of the things that are good at the end, but just with the way that the system works right now, where you don't have 4 different people to pick from that have limited weapons, limited things they can do, limited tacticals, limited everything, is like, for instance, right now there's self-healing snipers in the game that can get into a huge power position and just sit up there, and they get plinked a couple times and they can just heal up, re-peek, and just go back at it. And that's going to be a huge issue whenever this game drops and all the top players realize that this is going to be very overpowered. Then the other thing is too, is that when you get yourself locked into using different ammo types with your gun in a single life, you're going to get certain, magazines of ammo that are holding some of your ammo cache. So like, get to the end of a life, you might have some short range ammo left, but you have to take a long range engagement. That's going to be very strange. I think that they need to have it where somehow when you reset your ammo type, all of that ammo resets as that ammo type, which might be something that they address later on once the game drops. And last thing that's bad is how insanely overpowered the vehicles are. It's always been an issue. I mean, the tanks in Battlefield 5, for instance, were and still are a big issue. But right now, man, the aircraft stuff is insanely overpowered. Now, real quick at the end, I'm going to get into the good. The game has a big chance to be awesome. And the actual weapon loadout system that they did implement that you can change on the fly is very cool. And I can see how that is going to be something that creates a skill gap and is going to be very neat once you get it perfected and you get good at it. And you can change in an assault rifle different ammo types for each engagement. Can be very cool. And you can test stuff so quick. You can test stuff so quick and know what you like and what you don't like. Now, the people that like helicopters and flying are going to love this game. So if that's you, you're going to love this game. However, one last bad actually is the helicopter and the plane not having separate controls, guys, is a big issue that they're going to have to fix as well, because you can't have both of them perfect. That's a big issue they're going to have to address. Anyway, hope you learned something new. If you did, please like the video, subscribe to find your way back. Splitting Wigs out. Catch you on the next one.